never had Jollibee? You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Amazing shoe? Shut up. Shut up. I need to do my heart monitor stuff too. Okay. I had a whole fucking hour to prep. Oh my god, please stop. For stream. And then my dogs were like, please take me out. And so I was like, fuck, I have to take the dogs out. Yeah. It's been a minute. You guys can see my living room. Shit. Whatever. Scuff streamer. It's fine. We're okay. Yeah, the dogs wanted to go out. Hopefully... Let me see. Who is here first? Let me give some shout outs.
My friend, your desire is the bringer of life, the gift of the goddess.
What?
Legend shall speak of sacrifice at world's end. The wind sails
What clip
on
is
water's surface.
I'm dead. What clip is this? Oh
But
shit.
surely
What clip is this? What is this clip doing? I want to make the clip player bigger so it covers like almost all the screen. At least, I don't know. Cover everything. You have too many Final Fantasy clips. How many is too many? Like just one? One too many? I have... Hold on, before I dox myself.
Dr. Pepper is holy water.
Oh,
I
shit.
never claimed that.
That
You
was
also
loud.
said I will eventually agree with you.
Of Jollibee. I did not eat yet, so I'm kind of starving. But yes. And then I think there was also Leo. I started stream 3 times, so there's gonna be 3 notifs. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
What is that?
Oh,
that my
he's
radio?
shouting me out while playing a scary game. And it's a scary
What the frick is that?
shout
a clip?
out clip.
What the frick is that?
He's getting scared from my clip. That's actually pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Okay, your clip. Alright.
Fatalini, what's up, Sharky? I'm about to head out to Halloween party. For sure. I mean, the VOD will be up if you want, and hopefully someone will clip scary parts of the games for you. So hopefully you don't miss out too much. I hope you have a fun, safe time at the Halloween party. Drink some shots for me, at least 2, because that's how many I usually take at parties. After 2, I'm like, all right, that's good. I got ads in different areas. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to eat at the same time because I'm kind of starving. I don't know if I got chicken, but if I did get chicken, I'm gonna save it for later because I don't want to eat chicken on stream. Sorry if the bag's crunchy, my bad. I swear I should have been better prepared. Holy shit, this game is so fucking loud. This is so loud. Give me 1 second. I need to breathe. I think this one's the right one. Yeah. Okay, I just have to add the game. Yeah, 1 second. I am so scuffed today. I'm so sorry. Let's pull this game audio. Here we go. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to make it not too... Oh shit, that's loud. Not too loud for you guys, and then super loud for me. Okay. I swear I switched this before to be a little bit not too loud. Why are we scuffed? Oh my god. At least 2 for me. So taking notes? Yes, yes. Please do. Scuffed because I'm not prepared. I have so much stuff. Like, I haven't eaten anything. I'm not prepared for this stream whatsoever. I don't have everything set to be streaming right now. So, a little scuffed. But we're okay. We're okay. I'm just gonna free my ear from all this hair. My hair is pretty freaking thick. Do it for the other side too. I do have my heart rate monitor on too. I need to eat. Girl, what is she doing? My food just came, okay? Relax. I just got my food. I will be eating in like 2 seconds. Look at this peach mango pie. It's turning into an eating stream. I'm kind of sad you guys can't see the turquoise color in my hair. Wait, let me mute my mic so you guys don't have to hear all of this shit. Hold on. But it's 3:20, a third of the day. I had breakfast. But that's about it. All right. Hold on. You guys need to see this. God damn. Do you see that? Holy shit. How am I supposed to eat this on stream too? This is gonna be a rough time. I might take a few bites before we start, and then we'll start. Yes. I know, I need to eat more and at appropriate times. I'm bad at that. Why'd my heart rate jump? Strange. Okay, so when I tab out, the game disappears, unfortunately. Oh my god. I feel like my hair is gonna get caught. Don't be like you. Blows gun. What's up? How are you doing, monster? I'm gonna take a few bites. Then we're gonna start. Can you guys hear the audio though from the game? There goes all my lipstick, huh? Just eat your lipstick, that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Why am I so scuffed right now? Holy shit. I even cleaned before streaming. I think we're good. I think we're ready. Slaying Mons? How about yourself? I've been working and drinking Kool-Aid. Ooh. What flavor? Wait, what's the Maxwell's Curse DLC? Hold on. Give me a second. They just posted this. Where is the DLC? Oh, it's arriving very soon. Which is cool then, because that means if it comes in the next week, we can play it next week. And because I haven't released my schedule yet, so we're good. Red.
Have a lovely lurk.
Thank you so much for the lurk, CM. Enjoy your Halloween party. I appreciate you being here. We're gonna play a new game. Hard? No visual hints. No photography zones. Harder enemies. Infinite instant photos. Autosave. I already 100% it on normal. Are you guys ready? We are going to start. Also, what the hell? Why is my game off the screen? What? What? That's a little better. It was cutting off the bottom half. So strange. I feel like you'll know every single time I tab out because the audio cuts. Unfortunately. How's the audio? It's not too bad, right? Let's put the sensitivity down all the way.
Dad?
Answer me that. Just answer me that.
Answer you what? Oh, I need the... Wait, I need the brightness up. Maybe we can turn the quality up. Did it freeze? It froze. Excuse me if I don't respond, I'm at work. Okay, for sure. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good time at work. Is it this? No, I need it to not be so... I can't change it? I guess not. What's extras? Oh, camera skins. I do have this one. I also have... I should have a golden one. I guess I don't. I only have 9 out of 20 red photos and 2 out of 5. I don't know how to change it to be not... Okay, it's fine. What crossed my mind for what? Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know you were going to do a face stream. Yes. What does this say? Okay. Can I open it? No, that's it. Alright, that's cool.
I have to find the handle.
I need a handle. And since it's the first time I've seen your face, respectfully, you're cute and your voice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Is this really the first time you've seen my face? Oh, what's this? On the floor. Can I... E? Interact. Okay. Okay. This is a little crazy. Okay, that's in my inventory now. I can't see anything. Oh, fuck. Nola. My volume's up really, really high, by the way. Do I have a flashlight or anything? I would like to turn on the lights. Can I close that? It's so slow. Rotate. Oh, I think that's how to get light in certain areas. Can I run? Oh, what is something under the couch? What is this? Okay, cool. We found it. Yes, I've only seen Fatal Weeby, the VTuber. Ah, I see. Also your blue hair. Yes. My hair is blue. Open. Open. Okay. I guess. Okay. The footsteps are freaking me out. I haven't played this game in a very long time. It's been like a year. I think it's been a year. Why am I locked and boarded into this room?
You
Oh fuck.
not my son.
You.
You are not my son.
Come on. Maybe I can get out through Grandpa's house. I gotta get out of here.
That's so loud.
I won't be able to go back.
Oh my god. Why am I instantly regretting playing this game? Like instant regrets.
I need to find a way out.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna
Before
find a
Dad
way
notices
out
I'm
for
here.
sure. Oh fuck. Oh, it was locked though. What time is that? Where did you come from? Jeez. Oh, now this is open. Oh, great. I don't see anything. Is there supposed to be something there?
Oh, it's just like that.
Oh, it's a present for me.
Present? How did it get here?
Okay, well the TV is on now. During a witchcraft ceremony. Okay. Is the volume too loud? Would you ever play Phasmophobia? Yeah, I played it. It's not as entertaining to me for some reason. Why do I want to push that around? Oh, fuck my life.
It must be broken.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got a key. Anything else in here?
Have a lovely
Anything
lurk.
else? That's it? Thank you for the lurk, Jones. I appreciate it. Do I get a flashlight yet? I would really like a flashlight. Well, the chair faced this way, so I'm assuming there's something here. Not really enjoying the fact that my hands look like that, you know?
What?
Uh-huh. I don't remember what code that would be. Unless there was something here. 1968. Maybe I can try that. I feel like it wouldn't be that easy though, right? Yeah, not that easy. Alright, well, we have... I hate playing it by myself, it's boring. It's definitely not my favorite game. Yeah? Oh, you again. Okay. It's gone! Can I go this way? Use photos. Wait, what? I think I need an item in order to use here. This key is to the study, so that's the door we came out of. This is the door with the chair. Not gonna lie, this is very disorienting. Can we use this? No? Looks like you need two things for this. I think I need to use the camera here. No? Oh, here.
I should find a nail or something to hang it with.
Is there not a nail around here? Where would I find a nail? Oh, it's back. Okay. Hmm? I'm already confused. Hi, Angie. Ooh, heart rate monitor for playing with friends is more fun? It really is, honestly. I don't know. I don't know what else. Is there another clue here somewhere? What, where? I know it's not a key there. I know we're supposed to hang the picture, but I can't find a nail to use to hang it.
Wasn't there a door here?
Yeah, there was. We don't have a nail to use, so... There's nothing I can use here. And then we just have that. It would be really cool if I could remember how to play this game. Oh, there it is. Let's go. We got this. Is there a way for me to run? I be intentionally starting cursed hunts and go hide with them with something on to lure the ghosts. Oh my god. Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to play with you then. Because then you would just end up sabotaging me all the time. Ah, there's a picture. Here you go. Oh, the key, sorry. Just a little slow. Just a tiny bit. My friend does that to me? Running for your life and screaming. I meant to say lost, not lose. Oh. I wouldn't want to be sabotaged on a horror game. Gives me heart attacks. Honestly.
What the hell has Dad been doing here?
Your dad was in this room, bro? Doing what? Oh, nice. Turn on. Anything else in here I can use? Oh. It's locked. I wish I could turn the brightness up. I think I used this for a hint somewhere. Planet to water, I think. Yeah. Let me take a sip of my drink. Look at my Jollibee drink. Okay, we can only go this way, I guess. I remember this being a maze too. Oh. We'll take my notebook.
So Dad's the one who took it away from me.
Oh, I meant to grab that. I can't get any closer? It's weird. The sensitivity is weird too. Okay, let's read this.
Thomas?
I hope you find this useful. Please be careful. Remember what we talked about. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Priest Thomas. I know the tapes are old, but I still struggle with computers. Okay, so we need 3 tapes, looks like. Da-da-da, da-da. Since I'm using my glasses as Bluetooth, a random person asked me why I was laughing, and I said the voices in my head are funny. Wow. Alright, this door's open. I want to change the brightness, though. The brightness is pretty... Oh god. Close the door. Close the door. Come on. Mechanics are kind of weird, too. It's been a minute. And then I think the tape player is on that table. Yeah.
Fuck. This storm must have taken out the power. I think Grandpa had a generator in the basement.
Oh my god, I remember. I remember.
Grandma and Grandpa's room.
Bro. Hello? Okay, wait, what? So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Alright, too bad I could see better with the red. Oh, she's still there. Yeah, close every door, right? It's just out of respect. Out of respect, you must close the doors.
From the moment of first contact, it is already too late. When a demon attaches itself to a human,
Demons?
it becomes a parasite of sorts. It feeds from the host until it devours every last part of their soul. In most instances, the demon's relentless objective is to get back to the world of the living. If you
What
want
is
to
this
break
world?
that link, well, I'm afraid it's no simple matter. I could speak at length about various rituals and procedures, but by far the best way is to obey.
How do I open this?
Obtain that which it seeks. Only then will the demon leave of its own accord. Usually they enter the earthly plane through sudden object
Oh my god, I can't open this.
In the first stages of possession, the host human tends to withdraw from friends and family,
Oh my god, open the door.
So
aggressive,
Dad thinks
even violent. This is
that
the
I'm
result
possessed?
of the spiritual battle between the host and the entity, both vying for control over the mortal body. The symptoms that indicate that the possession is progressing are dizziness, nausea, and headaches. The latter of which can be so intense as to render the host unconscious for days. The dark entity manipulates its host with visual hallucinations and voices in the mind. Destroying the sanity of the host is for the purpose of making them
I can't believe Dad
malleable,
contacted this
compliant. This is how the demon fully exerts its insidious control. Oh, and before I forget, several cases of possession saw
What's up?
strange behavioral
So this is what kimchi looks like. I'm dead.
roaches in particular. Advice: steer clear of the insects.
Steer clear of the insects.
There's just no way. I can't be possessed. There must be a mistake. Those pictures, that leg, that arm, I didn't do it. Dad thinks it was me, but I. Oh God. My head.
Night night.
Door.
A red door.
Door.
Oh my god, that's loud.
What's happening to me?
Oh my god,
Is this what that man was talking about?
that's so loud.
It can't be happening to me.
Okay, let me catch up on chat.
Have a lovely lurk.
Oh, what did I draw? A red door.
Basement door.
It most definitely is the basement door. You're going to find food? Get something good, yeah? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can barely see anything on the screen. I can't change the brightness though. That's what's making me mad. Because I can barely see anything. I think it might be the settings on my monitor. Or is it not a good resolution for you guys either? Okay. Jollibee, why is one here? Wait, why is it not open yet, Joe? Yeah, my glasses have speakers in them. I use them when I ride. What? That's pretty sick. A few companies have a version. Bose has one. I think Anchor might have one. They're expensive. Wouldn't recommend. I just didn't buy the stories because I don't need Facebook integrated with my life. Damn, technology is crazy. Well, at least I don't wear glasses. I'm already broke. Bruh. Face reveal? This is what kimchi looks like? Yes. I bought them because I ride bikes and I do a lot of car stuff, such as mechanic and other things, so it's cool to have a point of view to it. I can post a quick video on Kimchi Discord if I want to. Oh, that's cool. I thought she was a dude named Chuck living in his mom's basement in suburban Detroit, but here she is, a beautiful young lady. Stop. What are you gonna get? Cider Mill cinnamon donuts are so good. Yo, send me some. I really want donuts. Sharky got it like that. Fancy glass. Girl, no, not Madison again. What's up, Eka? It's been a minute. Yes, Madison again. I don't remember anything from the game. I might actually see if there's settings in the beginning to make the brightness different, because I can't really see anything. And there isn't. Okay, that's great. Why? I can change the language? Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, you stream late as fuck for me usually. Do I really? It's not that. Oh, fuck. Are you serious? I'm all the way back here? Why?
What the hell has Dad been doing here?
Why did it set me so far back? It sent me so fucking far back, bro. Oh, shift is run. Okay, that's good to know. Well, there's nothing I really need, so
My notebook. So Dad's
then
the
we
one
just read
who took it away
this.
from me.
Okay. Shift run, let's go. That was fucking loud.
This house. I haven't been here. Fuck. This storm must have taken out the power. I think
I
we're
really
back
want to go
the
that way.
base.
It's probably gonna be a different pattern this time too. Ah. Ah. I had to think. I had to use memorizing things. Okay. Let's get back to where we were, yeah? I didn't even close the door. Let me close this door. How rude of me.
Moment of first contact, it is already too late. When a demon attaches itself to a human,
To listen to this whole thing again. At least we know that there's only one thing here.
it feeds from the host until it devours
It's
every
triangle?
last part of their soul. In
And I think
most
that's the only
instances,
thing here.
humans' relentless objective is to get back
Knock knock,
into the
who's
world of
there?
the living. If you
What
want
is
to
this man
break
talking
that
about?
link, well, I'm afraid it's
I like how this dude's not tripping at all that this house looks like this.
rituals and
He's like,
procedures,
whatever.
but by far the best way
Oh
is
god,
to
please,
obey.
open.
Help the demon attain that which it seeks. Only then will the demon
It's a whole bunch of
leave its own
pills.
accord.
Blue knees is real.
So the earth be plain through certain objects that they use as conduits.
4, right? 8 left.
If you rid yourself of that object
Interesting.
later, the demon
I should pull up a notes. A note tab so that I could write things as I go. I think it says 4 right, 8 left.
has
What happened to this guy's hands? I know, for real. His hands look so disgusting.
among us.
I'm not judging though.
Stages of possession, the host
I'm not
human
judging,
tends
it's
to
fine.
withdraw
You know, whatever you want to do with your hands, it's fine.
becoming
Things.
even violent.
So we can't
This is
open
the
this.
result
Do
of
not
spiritual
what?
battle between the host and the entity,
Do not use.
both
Okay.
vying for control over the mortal body. The symptoms that indicate that
Oh, I
possession
hate that
is progressing
room.
are dizziness, nausea, and headaches. The latter of which can be so intense as to render the host unconscious for days. The dark entity manipulates its host with visual hallucinations and voices in
Oh,
the mind.
there's
Destroying
what is
the
this?
sanity of the
Grandpa
host is
dedicated his
for the
whole
purpose
life.
of
9 o'clock?
making them
Can't believe Dad
malleable,
contacted this person.
compliant.
I can't take
This
it.
is how the demon fully exerts its insidious control. Oh, and before I forget,
Gotta find a way to
several
open this door.
cases of
Oh,
possession saw strange behavioral patterns in nearby insects, cockroaches in particular. My advice, steer clear of the insects.
There's just no way I can't be possessed. There must be a
Uh-huh.
mistake. Those pictures, that leg, that arm, I didn't do it.
Sure
Dad
you
thinks it was
didn't.
me, but God.
It's time to
Why?
Red,
What? Why?
what's happening to me?
Oh my god, it's so loud.
It can't be happening.
Thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. Welcome to the Kimchi Crew. Sorry, I eat. I take another bite of my food. Pause. I don't remember, like, I feel like it's gonna take longer because I am trying to remember what happens next. Hmm? What are you laughing at? I love spaghetti. It's one of my favorite foods. Okay. Red door. Basement? Yeah, let's go there. Is there anything here? No. Let's go to the basement. Sounds like a good idea. What are you? Jupiter and Mars? Anything else? No? Mm-hmm. You guys are silly. Oh, look. It's locked. Oh, caution, do not enter. Now we can open it.
What?
Heart rate skyrockets when you eat? What are you scared of? I don't know, maybe it's moving.
What's wrong with me?
Maybe just movement. Do I remember?
Symbols.
Do I remember the
I've seen
symbols?
them before.
Hold on. I think I have the photos. Tab. Okay. This one? No, not that one. This one. Water 2 and then whatever that is. Right? So, water here. Rotate water. Water drop. 2. Oh, come on. We can do this. 2. And then, I mean, yeah. And then the planet. Ah! Rasu? Open, open, open. Thank you. I remember how some of the stuff works. Like, anytime you're trying to do something, take a picture, basically. Usually Rasu plays Quack. This is my first time seeing this game. I don't recommend the glasses because they're expensive. To add your prescription. Why are you so loud for, my guy? Wait, is there anything there? No. Oh fuck, I hate this part.
Smell. The water is disgusting.
Wait, Sharky, are you from Michigan? No. This game's really, really good. You only remember the ending? Oh, I hated the ending. Not gonna lie, I don't like the ending. I love the game. I love the atmosphere it creates.
This box is extremely rusty.
Oh, I just grabbed a
Why would it be
rusty
both of
box.
these? Wasn't a second ago. Officer Russell.
Mm-hmm. This part had me dying last time because of how fucking loud it was. I would not survive there. Lovely game, isn't it? That's so fucking loud. Holy shit. Oh, hell no. I would not be there. That video is from me in Utah. Ah. Oh, can I leave yet? Or... Come on, can I leave? Do I have to do something? Oh shit.
Officer Russell here. June 17th, 1987, 5:27 a.m. I am now entering Madison Hill's basement.
Hill? 1987?
There's an orb.
See, there's a sort of well in the center of the room. Looks like it's open. I'm gonna investigate further, see what's on the other side of this.
She's gonna investigate further by herself.
God, there's a horrendous smell coming from down here. Oh God, I almost can't take it. Damn, it made things worse. I can't see a goddamn thing down here.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I think I found the missing individuals. They're all mutilated.
Uh-huh.
Legs, arms, they're just everywhere.
I'm freaking out for you. Kimchi taking this. This is my second time playing it.
I gotta get out of here.
Can I get out of here yet? This is...
What was that?
What? What was what?
I think I'm not alone.
Oh god.
There's definitely someone here.
Oh. Uh-huh. I wish I could take pictures faster.
Madison? Is that you?
Yes, Madison, is that you? Ew, look at that hand. Why is it abnormally large?
Show yourself. That's an order.
I've taken so many pictures. Can I delete the pictures? Oh, fuck. Ew.
Stand back. Put your hands up where I can see them.
Can I get out of this, please?
Don't come in any closer. Step back. I said step back.
Oh my god. I don't that noise? Uh-huh. Can I leave? Please, I've taken so many pictures. Let me go. Oh my!
This cannot be real. So,
Ah.
fucking camera belonged to that woman. Why is this happening to me? I gotta get the hell out of.
What? Who said that? Hello? Can I leave? No, I can't leave. Fuck my life. How am I supposed to get out of here? Yeah, that's my name. My name Luca. What you want?
Yes, I'm your baby.
Joe, you're second.
Poggers, bitches.
Oh my god, yes, that's my name. What can I help you with, lady? Ah! Ah! I'm gonna count that as my first jump scare. Holy shit. Holy shit.
What is this?
Ah.
That woman. Is it possible?
103, we finally did it, guys. That was definitely the first jump scare. Well, wait, can I open all of them? I sure as hell can. Dude, I have to use my whole mouse pad in order to open one door. It's so annoying. I'm using the whole like full fan swipe. I can't see anything. Very funny. Ugh. It's trying to make me go crazy. What do I... Ew! I'm guessing it's this one, guys. Oh, fuck. Not the lights. Alright, let's go. Gotta dip. What's making that noise? I don't like that noise. Alright, let's go. Uh-huh, gotta dip. Fuck. I gotta follow it, whatever that is.
My head.
Please don't pass out on me.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Oh my god, my volume is turned all the way the fuck up. Okay, attic. I think it's over here on this side. Pretty sure. Yes. Give me. Let me up. Uppies. Wait. Oh, I have to click in order. I was pressing up. Or pressing W to go up. Okay.
This is huge. I've never been here before.
I don't think I can use anything here, right? Yet? So I have to grab the paintings, if I remember, from different areas.
Shape of this portrait.
Have a lovely lurk.
Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. With much love, I gotta go, but have fun. Don't have a heart attack. I'll try not to. So I think 57 or 56 years. Okay. I remember this being part of something. Use that one. It has something to do with the walls too. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I have to grab this one. And then this. What shape was that again? Square. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to read it.
5 years.
5? Okay, and then there's the 5 years. Okay. Where's the last one? I can't use the hammer for this. I need a crowbar, don't I? What is that noise? That one's a question mark. Where's this one? There's no other photo that I see. I kind of want to take a picture of that. No? Nothing? Was there anything here? Oh, I can't see anything. 43.
43.
So what's 43? Oh nice, it pauses the game when I tab out. Oh. Keys. Keys to what? Just heart key? Okay. Might be to Grandpa's room. Bro, that's loud. How do I get in here? I don't think I have any tools to get in here besides this. What is this? Why? Why do you want screams in my ears? Never seen you lose these. I'm trying. How sure? What percentage for what? Percentage for what? Age is just a number you can add or subtract, but at the end of the day, when the time comes, you die anyways. Well, okay, that's nice. Thanks. So 43, I guess, do we go look for it? We can go look for the painting somewhere. Okay, you're like, I'm pretty sure about 7 times. I don't know. Honestly, I can't hear my brain over it. I can't hear my brain over the game. I think heart key is this room? I could be wrong.
Grandma and Grandpa's room.
Yeah. I know that feeling. Yeah, it's just really, really loud, so it's hard for me to...
A mess. The entrance key should be somewhere.
Hi. Can I help you? What's up? Oh, they don't... Thank you for the head pats, Ballsy. How are you doing? Oh, fuck. There's so much reading. They say that having a diary is good for the brain. Well, we'll see how that goes for me then. Today we went to a garage sale near the center. I found a book of very good recipes. Johnny came back happy with a book too. He was very excited about it. It was a good day indeed. I woke up in the middle of the night. Again? I swear there was someone staring at me in the corner of the room. Today, I found all my jewelry scattered all around the room, and my wedding ring inside the kitchen sink. I asked Johnny what he was looking for, but he swears he didn't touch a thing. We had to bring Johnny to our bed once again. The book we bought him only causes him nightmares. We have to admit that it is a little scary though. All my jewels out of place again. I cannot find my wedding ring. It was the cutest gift Albert ever gave me, but today Johnny wasn't at home. Sometimes I feel as if there was someone else in the house watching every step I make. Albert tells me not to worry. He might think I'm starting to go crazy. What a relief. I found the ring in John's room. Honestly, I don't know what to think.
That's my family, yeah. And we're all
Ballsy. You're doing alright? How about you? I'm doing good. Doing good. We only have one real true jump scare. I'm counting jump scares anything over 100. I didn't get any sleep last night. I could not get that stupid tale of the eyeless monster out of my head. I don't know why we bought him that shitty book. I haven't written for a long time. These weeks I've been from a doctor to another. Something is wrong with my eyes. They don't know what is happening to them. My sight is getting blurrier each day and it hurts a lot. God, doctor says that I've lost more than 40% of my sight in these weeks. I find it hard to read, write, watch TV, even think of other things. My pupils are kind of erasing from my eyes. I'm tired of medications. Nothing seems to help. I can't stand the pain anymore. Why is this happening to me? It's extremely hard for me to move around the house with eyes like this. I cannot stand the pain anymore. God help me, please. I'm really scared. I know there's someone in the house, but nobody believes me. I know it's true. Even though I cannot see it, I feel the presence. There's someone living among us. I know there's someone in the house. I heard noises all night long. I'd swear I heard someone breathing while trying to get a glass of water. Bossy. Yeah, but that only one jump scare you got about 20 BP. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy, right? That goes crazy. It's like damn near a workout. I wonder how many calories I'll lose after. Look, it's a little totodile. Isn't he cute? Over there. All the way down there. I lost more than 80% of my sight. Doctors say they no longer see any solution. I don't want to be alone in the house anymore. It's not safe here. Alright, well, that took for fucking... I can't even take it with me? Okay, that's fine. Alright, well, at least we know what happened to Grandmama. Alright, there's just a lot of pills there. That's fine. I'm gonna leave those open. It's another tape?
There are meds everywhere.
Oh, it's just meds. Oh, there's something on this side. What are you?
Why would he keep all this? Grandma died a long time ago.
I mean, it just looks like he didn't keep up with anything after. Right?
She was so sick.
Right eye 95, left eye 86, or 87. I skipped down to 26 in the bottom. Oh, this one's locked. Yo, that's so fucking creepy. Yo, what? Did something fall or did I... That's locked too? Can I open this? No. Okay. Does anyone know what the planets are? I'm missing one though, so I don't even know. I can just keep them for now, I guess. I'm missing a planet. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to find something in here. Right? I'm looking for the last painting. Is it in here? It's locked. A hint would be nice, game. Let's go back up. A planet is a large round object. Oh my god. No, I meant like the order of them. Can I take a picture of this? Like, what if I... Nothing? Okay. Never mind. What if I take a picture of this one? Because this one has a question mark. Yeah? 13? Okay. 13. I'm gonna write that down. I'm still unsure though. Is it that these are in the wrong place? So 56. Wait, is there something written on here? No. Oh, there is. Okay. 25. $38? So which one's the 38? Not this one. This one's 5. I'm carrying too much. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. What did this one say? 38, 25, 13. Is this supposed to like add up to something? I'm just gonna put you there for now so I can grab this one and take a picture. $10. These don't mean anything to me. I have no idea what these mean. Add, subtract? Add or subtract? I can add or subtract. Okay, let's think about this. I remember solving this, but I don't think I can solve it now. So add or subtract, I think, from the 43. So 43. Is there something that gave me 40? 10. So there was a 56 one. 43. I need a calculator. Where's my phone? Oh. So the old lady needs to go where the 13 is. Where's the 13? That one. Okay. Is this the right one? Yeah. Okay, that one's the right one. For 10 or 5. 5. So what was the other one? 25? 38. So this one's the little boy on the circle one. Okay, the little boy goes over here. Oh, that one. But then I don't have the other two. I don't have the other two. I don't know where they are.
Hi guys.
I still can't use this one. This looks spooky. It's a pretty good, pretty good scary story. What if I take a picture of this? Nothing? Okay. Well, now I just have a whole bunch of pictures of nothing. I swear there's one that you like, it falls. This is fine? Yeah, this is completely fine. I swear there's one that falls. What's up? Nice haircut? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I only cut my hair myself. Oh fuck, that fan scares the shit out of me every single time. Can I turn it off? No, okay. Ah. Where's the other... Are the paintings here? Can I grab that one? No? Are there any paintings I can pick up here? Did I miss something from earlier? You know how I didn't come back and like grab shit? Cynical's here. Thanks. I feel less scared now. I'm less concerned. Of course, of course. Dude, I swear. Where's the other picture? I can't grab this one. Is there something here? No. Is there something here? No. Kirby too? Jeez. Summoning everything. Oh, this is open. Was this wasn't open earlier, right?
What are these things?
Yeah, what are those? What? What? Okay, well, I'm gonna put these things down. Oh, wait, I don't want to put them down in the wrong place. What did you say? Yeah, I know by this logic, only Jupiter should be a planet. What? Holy shit. Okay. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Which ones do I have? Okay, so this... Oh, no, come back. This goes at the end. Wait, which one was which? And then, which other ones did I have? I think Jupiter and Mars. So this goes in the middle. So yeah, this should be good, right? Oh fuck. I didn't mean to take it back. I meant to see what this button does. Now I have to find the other one. And I know I can get back here somehow. Well, damn. That's not creepy. Ooh. Let me get in there, please. Why can't I slide this? For real? Wait, is there a clue in here? The clue is right eye 95. And then left 87. Why do I feel like... Oh, fuck, that was loud. Why do I feel like I'm finding things out of order? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm not finding anything in order right now. Jamming while playing a horror game is never a crime. Is that what makes people calm? Okay. Legit, I can't find the other paintings. Can I open this? Chains? I legit haven't had anything so far. I haven't found anything. Watch me just get frustrated. I can't even pick that up. I think normally, like, there are things that alert you to when you're near something. Like, I still don't understand what this is. It looks like circular things going. We already looked in here. I don't know. Oh. Oh shit, it's open now. Shut up! Alright.
That fucking statue.
What the?
Am I going insane?
Oh, here you go. No? I thought anywhere there were bugs was somewhere you were supposed to. Oh my god, that's so creepy. Ew. Where's the cursor? There it is. Oh. That was kind of a jump scare. I don't know. Do you guys want to count that? Can I rotate it? They sure are. This one looks weird. Wait, why didn't it go to the first one? Fuck my life. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't do that. Don't be doing that. Oh, fuck. I don't have anything to put in here. Coins? Okay.
Grandpa's office.
Oh, finally. We got another thing.
We thought he went,
4 left?
but he only wanted to talk to her again.
No, it's 4 right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? No? Okay, I give up. What's this? If you need the combination, you know where to find it. It's the time. Okay. Is that one the right one? No? Okay. Is there a note for this one? No? Okay. That's fine. Liar. Oh shit. Somebody's angry. And then nothing in here. Ah, it's on the clock. Oh fuck. Fuck you too then. Oh my god. I don't like hallways like this. Oh, look, another tape. Okay, it's on this clock, I think. Right? I don't know. I don't understand. 9. Hmm? How do I find the combination? Let's play the tape. Well, I guess we can put this painting in first, too. What the fuck opened? I'm so focused on this. Only triple digit counts. I would think so too, right? I wish I could help with my brain slow today. It's okay, no worries. If anything, I can also just take a break and like we can think it out a little bit. Tab 33. So 10. Which photo had 10? Oh my god, I need to discard some of these. The square one. This one. And then I'm not sure how we're supposed to get this one. I'm not sure how we're supposed to get that one. For some reason, I remember just like finding it somewhere. Oh, fuck you. You're so funny. You're so fucking funny. You're so funny, honestly. Why are we going down so slow? Wait, did I pick up another picture? Or was that the only picture I got? What was that? Can I change this time? No. What the fuck? What? How the fuck did you get there? I didn't notice that before. Can I open this yet? No. Okay. And we still need another piece. What was that? Oh my god. The noises are starting to get to me. Alright, let's play the tape. This way. Tape 2. I don't know what the boxes are for.
Possessed by a wicked entity is signified by loss of control over the body, mind, and the soul. However, that is often not enough for the entity. It hungers for more. Things get much worse for the host. In these cases, possession is just the first step of the demon's plan. It is said there are those that return to our world, seeking to resolve unfinished matters from their mortal lives. Victims of these wicked possessions are subjected to departure of sorts. An astral transportation, for lack of a better word.
Astral what?
These malicious beings force their hosts to live moments that shouldn't be possible in a different place and time, perhaps even in a different dimension altogether. It's madness. It's unclear whether these transportations occur inside the mind, or if the host is physically taken to some alternative reality.
Alternative reality?
there anything I can use on this? No. I don't even know what the boxes are for either. I don't know what the boxes are for. Is there anything else in here? Maybe that I've missed?
It's empty.
It's empty. Okay. I feel like I'm missing a piece of something here. I just don't know what. We already went down. I think I'm supposed to like follow her. Pretty sure. Okay. Uh-huh. Where are you taking me? She's taking me somewhere. I just don't know where. Is there something that I'm missing? There has to be. I'm missing something. Hi, Meow. I swore I looked away for a minute and missed a lot. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't miss anything. I'm looking for something and I can't seem to find it. It's either the planet stuff or another... Oh, she's gone. The planet stuff or another, what is the thing? The picture. Picture. But I can barely see anything.
It was so nice having both houses connected. We were able to have breakfast with Grandpa every morning.
But I don't see anything in here. So, okay, I'll rule this area out. The one thing that I also cannot understand is how to use these. There's nothing here, nothing on this table. I already checked in here. We can check in here again. No, nothing. We need that alligator. I just want to pass by. See how you're doing. Gotta do something? Okay, for sure. Love you too. Take care. I wouldn't follow her personally. Why not? Why not follow her? She's got some good stuff to tell. I feel like I should be in here, but I'm not. And then this thing... I feel like I'm missing something. Unless this is backwards. That's Earth, right? Which planet is this? So she led me all the way back. I still can't go in there. Someone's closing and opening doors. She led me all the way over here. That's locked. I don't know any of the combinations for the safe unless that's locked as well. The piano's blocking there. There's nothing in there. This is still the same. Is there something in here? No. This one... I don't know. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with these. Like, I haven't gotten anything that could fit in those spaces. This one's looking like it's missing stuff. Or is it the times? Maybe it's the times on the clocks. So what time is this? 7 something? See, I don't get it. I don't get it. It says you know where to find it. Maybe we need to take a break. If you need the combination, you know where to find it. It's pointing at 10. Is there anything else on this notepad? No. If If you need the combination, you know where to find it. Oh, I'm dyeing my freaking. No! My hands, because my hair is like freshly dyed, is dyeing my keyboard buttons. My keyboard's getting dyed right now. Fucking sucks. Know where to find it. Ooh. Does this have anything? No, I don't think so. I just see a whole bunch of watches. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe it is in one of the watches. I can't use that. Going to have a colored keyboard? Yeah. Basically. Basically. Oh. Duh! She was trying to tell me all along. See? Thank you. I appreciate you. Fuck. That kind of scared me. Not gonna lie. That kind of got me a little bit. Uh-huh. She's like, you know what to do. You know where to go with those. Yeah, I'm going in there. Let me answer the phone.
It has no signal.
Well, here we go. I think it belongs here. I don't know if this is the right order, honestly. I could be completely wrong. Oh, it opened it. Using item number 1 from the beginning. Yeah, my WASD is blue right now. Unfortunately. Can I hop in? Okay, nice. We found the last painting or photo or whatever. What do we got in here? Oh.
So Grandpa tried to contact Grandma with this thing?
Nice.
What?
Nice. I need to reduce inventory of my photos. Hold on. There's too many. Okay, that can go, that can go. Oh, it won't let you let go of the ones that you need. Which is really, really cool. Because I don't want it to take forever to get through the photos. Later down the road. Oh, he's pointing at me. He wasn't pointing at me earlier, right? Okay, we're good. Oh my god, you're here again with me, bestie. I can't see. Which door is this? Oh my god, I can't see. Alright, let's go up to the attic again.
What the fuck is happening in this house?
Yikes, bro. Yikes. Okay, where's the last one? Right here? Should be good. Oh, sure as hell there's a door there now. Oh fuck, it's opening. I can't back out. What the f- Alright. Can I go in? I sure as hell can. Of course we're going in here. I can't see anything.
Not going in there without a light.
Oh, without a light? Is there a light we can grab? A lighter, really? I think I remember this part.
There are handprints on the walls.
Bro. I'm gonna say we've been jump scared at least 2 other times. Right? Bro.
The handprints stopped.
Can I grab that? Like, I would really like to use that. That'd be great to have. Oh my god, this is making me motion sick. I do not like the swaying. Fuck. Uh-huh. You're not that pretty. It's not nice to say, I know, but fuck. Dead end? Alright. It makes me less motion sick to turn the light on and off for some reason. Yes, yes, I can hear you. Fuck. That kind of got me. I knew it was coming too. It's just... Oh my gosh. Please don't be a dead end. I still keep going towards it too. I'm not going away. Oh fuck, dead end. I wish I could put stuff down so I would know whether or not it's a dead end. I think I'm gonna turn right. This is disorienting. Hold on, I need to look away. Oh my god. My brain. Okay. The swaying is what is getting me. It's swaying way too much. Did I go that way last time? Fuck. Oh. Did I turn around twice? He's breathing so loud. Luca, please stop breathing so loud. Oh, am I going back out? I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way. Shit. Okay, that's the beginning. We don't go straight. We turn. Fuck. This is the part that's gonna get me, is just jump scares in the dark. This is the part that's terrifying. Oh my god. The flimsy little lighter, bro. Is he breathing hard because I'm making him run? I think it's because I'm making him run. Okay, maybe we go this way. Do I favor right more? For some reason, it's scarier when he isn't running. Bro, please. Please get me out of this maze. Shit. Okay, we can't go that way. We go this way? They did a really good job with this one. I'm so lost, by the way, guys. I think I'm going back to the beginning. I think I'm going in circles. Holy shit, I think I'm going in circles. This is terrifying. Do we go this way? Yeah, this is circles. Bro, this is circles. Oh my gosh. Fuck. Do I turn around when she does that? Is she trying to tell me, like, where to go? I think she's trying to tell me where to go. Like, don't go that way. Go the other way. Maybe. I'm surprised I'm not in the 90s for my heart rate. I'm trying to go left more because I feel like I favored right last time. Maybe we go right this way? Oh my god, I swear, if she pops up right now. I feel like I've been going so much further than earlier. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Fuck! Where do I go? I legit found this start once. Just one time. Ah, can we jump over this? No? Okay. Bro, I'm gonna need a break. I don't know how much I can take of, like, this walking. How's it making you guys feel? Did I go down here yet? I don't know. All looks the same. The only thing that looked different was that one with the handprints. Also, who the hell is this thing? I kind of want to go towards the dripping water. And I hear it on my right side. So I'm like trying to find it. Any day now. Oh my god. I think this is the longest I've been in this maze. If I just look up instead, will she not pop out? She hasn't come at me in a while. fuck? Ah. I don't know where to go. Do I go towards her? Or away? Because I was going away for a while. I think I go towards her because she's calling me again. Illumi. I'm lost. I might look for a way out. There's the thing again. I might look for a way out because this isn't that great for my eyes. I don't like this level. Yeah, I'm completely lost, and I've been here for a minute, honestly. I've been here for a minute. I'm not enjoying being here for this long. Oh! Again. Nothing. Nope. Lady! Am I supposed to follow her or go away? I don't know if I'm supposed to follow her or go away. Poopy granny. Use camera? Use camera on her. Am I supposed to capture her on camera? That's like, ugh. Ugh. This is horrible. Going through this in the dark is absolutely horrible. My eyes. Let's go this way. She called me. Usually after she calls me, she pops up, right? Where are you? I'm not fast enough to switch between the two. Am I supposed to use the camera on her? I heard her again. She's like right behind me. Follow her. What the fuck? So I'm supposed to follow her. It's like she's trying to tell me where to go, right? It's making me angry, Illumi. I'm getting angry. Use camera intersections? Why? Does it tell you where to go? I can't see anything. Oh, you mean the doorway? Like these? Now I don't want to go anywhere. Where the fuck? Do I go there? Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. How many times have you watched someone play this part? Did I do it here again? Oh my god. Now where do I go? I am at a split again. I have so many fucking photos. There's so many. Holy shit. Wait, what? Do I go this way? Hopefully I go this way. Jesus. What the fuck? I swear I'm going in circles. I'm scared now. I don't want to go anywhere. This is like the same one from earlier. Fuck. Oh my god. My one brain cell, honestly. Honestly. Oh, let me follow this crazy lady. Where are you? Come back. Tell me where I need to go. Oh no. Yeah, no. Oh my god. Where do I go now? I've been here for fucking ever. I'm tired of him breathing in my ears. I think I'm getting mad. So if my heart rate goes up, it's because I'm mad. That I'm stuck here and I've been stuck here for so fucking long. The streamers I've seen play this use the camera. I don't think I can like get the camera out in time though. To like, because it takes so long for the camera. Do you see what I mean? It takes that long for the camera to get out. And I'm switching automatically. Ugh. Each time you see a doorway to help guide your path. Okay, so every time I see a doorway, I take a picture. And then if she's there, then I follow. So like, see here. I don't know. See, that doesn't do anything. Let's go this way. All right, let's go find another. Oh, this is a different end of the maze. I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, right back at the fucking front. Yo, I might need a break from this one. We might take like a 10-minute break. We might take a 10-minute break just so I can finish eating. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back, guys. I'll see you guys in like 10. Yeah? Take a break? Yeah, I do. I need to take a break. I've been at it for like 2 hours. Yeah, I'll be back. Alien here. frick! Oh my god! Crazy!
Who's wheezy like that, bro?
I love it! Do it again, do it again! Bet you won't!
Whoa.
I need to color correct my screen. Bitch! I don't have a backup Pokemon, like... I wasn't ready. I'ma just quit this battle. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. I don't know what noise that was. I'm trying to think, where else did we have a clock? So there's one in the hallway. Back there. Fuck you, chair. I'm the only alien here, frick! Oh my god! Crazy!
Who's wheezy like that, bro?
I love it! Do it again, do it again! Bet you won't!
Whoa.
Alright, give me 30 seconds.
Y'all are funny for doing this. Press space, press space, press space! Space, space, hold space, hold space, hold space! Hold space! Space, 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 space! Hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh my god, she died.
Nicole!
In the messages, you'll see the version and the IP. Can we live together again? We will find all of the animals again, yes. And all the diamond armor to the pros with, oh my god. Nina, of course I'll be your Minecraft waifu. I love you so much. Oh, you guys are keeping the bees? That's so sweet. That scared the shit out of me. What the fuck? Oh my god, that was hella funny. I'm hopping out of this call so it doesn't just pop in again. But Grassy, holy shit, that dress is freaking crazy. I'd get married in that dress, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's so pretty. If you guys are interested in... If you ain't first, you're last. Exactly! Well, I exist, so that's not possible. I know how to make you not exist here. Turn it off! It's so... Oh my god! I mean, I guess I should just sit on it with my flat ass, right? It's the same thing. Flat book. Anyways, I'm so sorry, guys. That emote is so funny.
Nobody was there. Look right. Somebody was there. I can't shoot. I got
Let's go, Sin! Let's go, Sin!
Okay, okay, wait,
Your
wait.
chest
Check.
matters.
holding.
No, never mind. Take it back. Shoot.
Right side, right side.
They
Oh shit! Sin! I'm clipping that for you. Mom, I can't close doors. I'm scared. Okay.
how lonely I am.
You talk to yourself about it. Oh yeah, fuck. Dude, I pressed Q! I'm so mad. I'm just gonna go up and down. Dude, I'm so pissed at this guy. He gets me every single time. It's like... It's such a chore, like, you have to go get the water, then you have to drink it, and then you have to wash the cup after. It's a little long, guys. Appreciate your patience. I appreciate it. Mina is my waifu for Laifu. No, I don't think you need the adcom part. How's she not dead? Please. Oh my god, please no. I was just gonna go
Okay, so
out.
we can go deep. Oh no! Mina!
Cosplay karaoke night.
No, I'm not doing that, Ballsy.
Not you, your guests will have to actually be cosplaying.
I expect Namu to... Somebody clip this, okay? I expect Namu to send me a happy birthday video that I can play on stream while he's in a cosplay.
Oh goodness.
That's what I expect. Thanks, Namu. What the hell is that, Namu?
Apparently,
Namu, what the fuck is that? K-Chain, what the fuck is that?
Bone?
Yeah. Hey, Chin, is that really you?
Granny, when?
Like,
Alright,
actually?
I'm coming
You're
for
not
your
lying?
ass first. You lucky I didn't come for you, even though we were on the same platform.
What the fuck? Oh, you guys are keeping the bees? That's so sweet. That scared the shit out of me. What the fuck? Oh my god, that was hella funny. I'm hopping out of this call so it doesn't just pop in again. But Grassy, holy shit, that dress is freaking crazy. I'd get married in that dress, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's so pretty. If you guys are interested in...
That's how lonely I am.
You talk to yourself about it. Oh yeah, fuck. I'm the only alien here. Frick. Oh my god. Crazy.
What?
yo, who's squeezy like that, bro?
I love it. Do it again. Do it again. Bet you won't.
Whoa!
In the messages, you'll see the version and the IP. Can we live together again? We will find all of the animals again. Yes. And all the diamond armor to the pros with. Oh my god. Mina, of course I'll be your Minecraft waifu. I love you so much. If you ain't first, you're last. Okay, I'm back. Oh, can you tell I ran back here? What's up, Benny? How are you doing? Kimchi in the flesh? Benny, do you like scary games? Do you like scary games, Benny?
You couldn't jump through the door. It's on my phone.
Matt, get
Oh my
out
god,
of
this
here,
must
bro.
be
You couldn't
so
jump through the
old.
window.
Matt, your ass.
That's cap, Logan. I'm cap.
Honey posted his how to talk to girls vid.
I hate Micro Player. I hate it so much.
Wait, what?
Doggo is
Pick
alone.
swag up.
Oh my god. Alright guys, let's try this again, yeah? Okay. Dead end. When I first did this, it didn't take me that long either. So that's why I'm like confused as to why it's taking this long to finish it again. I remember it only taking a few minutes. But I guess each time should be different. I'm obviously too scared to go forward. I'm too scared. Fuck. That one got me. That one did get me. It sure as hell did. This way? Angie, do you like scary games or scary movies? Oh, I hear her. You like both? I hear her this way. I don't know where to go. I hear her again. I'm gonna keep following her voice. I think that's what Illumi said to do earlier, right? To follow her? My eyes are tripping out now. I mean, it makes sense since there's nothing else to like look for here. Okay, so that's a dead end. So we'll go this way. Oh, and it's the beginning again. I'm literally going in circles. This is so sad. Oh my god. I'm going in a fucking circle, bro. Okay, so we know for sure we have to go this way. Come on, we got this. Even if this is what we do for like the rest. We got this. Somehow I'm going in a circle. I wonder if like she's the signifier for where you're at. We win these. I'm trying my best. We went straight last. Yeah, let's go this way. That scared me. Just a tiny bit. Fuck. Ugh. So we can't go that way. Okay, so it is straight. So from the first right turn, you go straight. So if we go this way, what happens? I'm really, really bad at mapping things. this is a dead end. No? Okay, if this is a dead end, we're gonna turn around and go left. But now I'm lost again, because she scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. I'm so tense. Oh, we're at the start again. Shit. Okay. So stay away from that dripping noise. I'm so frustrated, guys. You have no idea. I'm so mad. And then we don't go straight. I think. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. I don't like you. I'm gonna run away from you now. I don't want to be next to her anymore. She's scary. Luca, I feel you. Yeah, we're gonna go the opposite way. No, see, that's back to the start again. Oh my god, she's making me so angry. I'm getting so mad. I fucking hate it here. I'm very close to looking up how to get out of this. Oh my god, is this the start again? It can't be, right? Oh my goodness. Honestly. I feel like every time I'm at a dead end, I go that way. Circles? Circles? Ballsy, please help me. I'm going in circles here. I'm at another dead end. I just did? Did what? It might take me a while to find the start again though. Because I've been going for quite some time. Unless it's really a loop. I'm gonna guess this way. You helped with the notification? I swear it didn't take me this long the first time I played it. So I'm getting kind of mad that I can't find how to exit here. Well, damn. Well, that looks like not the way to go. Hey, Benny, what's up? No, I don't know which way to go. Do I follow her? I could follow her. I feel like every time I follow her, I fuck up. Or something. I don't know. Following her has led me wrong multiple times. See, I'm at this again. Benny, have you played this game before? Wait, is my mouse also turning blue? My mouse isn't turning blue, but my keyboard is. I'm pretty sure I can, like, take that off, though. I'm pretty sure. No, you hate scary games? Why? They're fun. So, I'm gonna go the other way. Kimchi curse, oh god. Scary games are scary. They're super fun. Alright, we're gonna go this way. The lady told me so. The lady told me to go this way. I swear if she leads me back to the start again, I am gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Why did I think my Twitch broke? Because the game's scary. I don't know which way to go. This way? Oh my god, I'm going in fucking circles, bro. Ah? Oh, that. The kimchi curse. Yes. I've been going in circles. Alright, lady, we're gonna go the opposite way. I'm so sorry. I might just look up whether or not I follow her. Because I'm starting to feel like...
2 hours later.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I know. We're gonna be stuck here for a minute. I'm sorry. She's calling me though. I think it's Grandma. I just don't know whether I'm supposed to follow her or not. I'm gonna look it up.
Emotional damage.
Honestly, so much emotional damage. What? Someone just says go left, go right, and then you'll be at the exit. You're kidding me, right? My pinky is getting tired from holding shift, and I don't think I can change the controls. Or can I? I don't know. Let's try to follow the directions from here. We did it!
I gotta get out.
Uh-huh. That was great. Oh my god. Fucking finally, bro. No shit, Sherlock. That you gotta get out. Even if I've seen it about 100 times, I still can't remember what to do. Yeah, no, it's a maze. I mean, like, I guess it's the same maze each time, but maybe I just got lucky the first time I did it? I don't know. Hmm. Come here. Oh, she went to go grab her toy. Alright. Oh, it's the shadow. I was like, what is that square doing moving? Oh, you can't see anything. Oh, we're here. Okay.
Graveyard? How did I get here?
Yes, how did you get here? I don't even remember this part, guys. I don't remember this part at all. You can barely see any of this. I'm following the path. It's kind of funny though because Minnie's making noises. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear Minnie squeaking her toy?
This place seems abandoned.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, everyone's dead, bro. Alright, in we go.
What am I doing?
What are you doing? Oh, hell no.
This goes down really deep.
Oh my god. Shh. Good, for a second I thought it was a camera flash. That is loud. Tell you that much.
God. How did I end up here?
What? Go back this way. Wait, wait. Let's see. I have a feeling this thing has clues. It has highlight stuff, you know? Stuff here is highlighted. Where's my lighter? I think there's supposed to be a photo somewhere here. If I remember correctly. Well, I heard a door open. 2022. Okay, let's go to 1987. There should be a... That's Joe. Sign up to Kimchi's... No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, so what other ones are there? 1951. I think we're in 1987 right now, right? Oh. Can't see anything. Oh, that's a wall. Oh! There's nothing in there? Wait. Blue maze. Hold on. Hold on. I need to get a better screenshot. There you go. blue maze. Let me open that on the side. Okay. There any other? I don't remember going back here.
The color of life, the color of peace, the color of our little angels, the color of death, the color of life, the color of Jesus' blood.
Now look at the face chat. You can't say no. I just did. Grab. Okay, this one is yellow maze. Come on, we can get a better screenshot of yellow maze. Thank you. More close-ups. Why? Hello again and again and again. Yes. Everyone's like oddly favorite redeem for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. We have a red candle that's gonna go in the red maze. We have a blue and yellow. So yellow and blue we have, but we have the candle for the red maze. Is there a red maze information here?
Red Sun Hale?
Oh, yep.
Is this her coffin?
Sure is.
The eye is missing.
Oh god, I heard something over there. And then something tells me to go towards it. Yep. Okay, that's red. And I have the red thingy. Candle. I kind of want to put some stuff away so I'm not holding too many things. So let's go put some stuff. Well, with that comment, I had to follow up. You're not wrong. Okay, we'll store the tape. I don't know what the boxes are for. We're good. We're good. We don't need the tape. That's for sure. So we have the yellow maze, right? So it's straight. You hit the wall, you go this way. You hit the wall, you go that way. And here it is. There's nothing here. So this one's the color of death. I don't know what color that one is yet. Okay, let's go back. Let's go straight out. Oh, I hit the wall. And then you go this way. Okay, now for the blue maze. I have to tab. Give me a second. I have the yellow maze up. Okay, so for the blue maze, we go straight. I have a feeling the other year has the other ones. Straight until the very end. And you go this way until the very end, I think. Hopefully. I don't know, it's hard to see. And then you turn again, I think. Oh, I think I'm... What is this? A raid, Jones? Hey, Jones! What's up, Jones? How's your stream? I just got lost. I just got lost.
Jones Sodaburner raided my stream with 2 viewers.
Hi, Jones. How's your stream? Oh, fuck. That painting scared me. I can't see anything. I'll give you a shout out in just a second. Let me get out of this maze. Okay. So from here, we go this way. We go right. We take another right. Oh, here it is. Is there anything here?
Have a lovely lurk.
Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it, Angie. Thank you so much. Okay, so color of the angels. I don't know what color that is. And then color of death. Alright. Let me make my way out here real quick. Oh, the other way. I forget that, like, when you have a map, you go the opposite. You know what I mean? You go one way and then you have to go the other to get out. Wait. Wait, what? Wait. I'm lost again. I can't see anything. I wish I could turn my brightness up. All I do is complain when I play this game. It's not this way. No. Gotta go back around. This way. Oh, confusing. Makes my head hurt. Honestly. Okay, so this one also has the red room. There should be more infographics. There you go. The green maze. Let me just screenshot that real quick. I don't know why they would call them mazes, like at a church, you know? I think I figured out what time I like streaming though, so that's cool. Nice! What time do you typically like streaming? Earlier in the day? I like streaming earlier in the day, but (5 to 5:30). I see. I still need the red brochure. This should be around here somewhere. (5 to 5:30 p.m.). And then how long do you typically stream for? The red brochure anywhere? No? I don't want to just go into, I guess we can go into that one pretty blind. We only have yellow, blue, and green. Okay, let's go into the green one. I think, which is on this side. I think. I hope. I don't know. Could be on the other side. I'm tired of pressing the... Oh no, that's red. Okay, let's go to the green side. I'm tired of pressing the shift button. Can I change it? Controls, mouse and keyboard. I can't change it. Oh. My pinky is not strong. It's not strong. Okay, straight, and then you just hook a circle. Uh-oh, yeah. And then you just go this way, and we're there. Alright, but we only have the red candle. And we still have to figure out parts of the puzzle. There's still parts of the puzzle that I don't understand yet for this part. Let's see. I think there's something, if I don't remember correctly. Huh, I'm supposed to put something on here? What could I possibly put? I don't know. It's pretty morbid, huh? Taking a picture of this. You'll be back in a bit? Okay, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the raid. Is anything gonna happen if I keep taking pictures? Or just that? Like, is it gonna fall down? I'm guessing not, if it hasn't done it already. Okay. Let's go back to the other place. Let's go to 1951. We found another candle. Yellow maze, is it the same? Let me check if it's the same. We got the blue. Yeah, it's the same. Nice. So we're just looking for the last one. Green. Mm-hmm.
Hello? Excuse me?
Me again, mother. Nancy.
Who's Nancy?
I finally did it. You have to understand. It was like living with a monster.
Uh-oh.
He was a liar. He lied to me. He lied to you. He lied to everyone. He was a liar. He lied to himself. He tried to pretend he didn't have he did it. He was a piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted to get away from his crimes. He knew he couldn't stay in Germany. He knew his past was coming to get him. He knew it. He tried to pretend it was all gone. Chased him. Haunted me.
Uh-oh. What do I have to understand?
Was in charge of the gas chamber. He took so many innocent lives. He destroyed them. He just who could do that? There were days I would look into his eyes and I would see a void, emptiness, just nothing looking at him. Only God knows how many lives he
The color of the sky, the color of the sea, the color of Mary's tears,
Blue.
the color of light, the color of the sun, the color of the Lord.
I guess I should take pictures of these, huh? Oh, that's crazy. I still don't have the red one's map. I wonder why these ones are like really plain. Is there anything here? No. So for the yellow one, I'm gonna have to put down a yellow candle. I don't know where the candle's at though. Yellow candle, and it's not in this one. It's gonna be in a different year. I do have the blue candle. So blue is Mary's tears. So let's check if it's this one. Oh, Kimchi, are we still on for the spooky? Yeah, that's tonight. We're gonna watch Halloween tonight. Wait, I didn't check the map. Sorry. Where's the map? The blue map? Straight and then this way. Then this way. Then this way. Okay. Mary's Tears? Blue? Yes. Use here. Yep. Did anything else unlock? No. Okay. So we did blue. We have... What's the other candle we have? Where's the turn? Did I miss the turn? Wait. So here... Turn this way. Then this way. And then out. Out? This way? No. I'm so bad at directions. Holy shit. I think it's somewhere. Nope. I'm lost. I'm lost. There you go. Okay, so blue is done. Yellow is not this one. We didn't check red because we didn't have red's map. We're gonna have to... That's green's map. Is there a red map anywhere? No. Nope. Nope. No maps. Okay, we do have green's map too. Do we have green's candle? Or do we have red candle? Oops. We have red candle. I think we're just gonna have to hop into the red one and see. Though, I'm kind of curious to see what's in that one. Okay, let's just go to red. Hell yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, please take care of yourself. You've probably been streaming for a minute. Go ahead and do all your post-stream things. Please. Okay, so this one... Do you even have... Minnie's squeaking is like... unnerving. Dude, what the hell? I swear this one goes in circles. Okay, this is the exit. Yeah. So, is there no room for this one? Or does it go like in a circle or something? I'm tired of his breathing. I'm gonna let go of shift. Does it change it? No. It just makes him super fucking slow. Okay, this one is sun, so this one is gonna be red.
The color of Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know where the other two candles are though. So that's gonna be a bitch to find. We'll find it though. Maybe we'll find it over there somewhere. Because we need green candle and we need yellow candle, right? I hate to like keep going into these over and over again without the candles. Yeah, there's no candle here. Okay, we have to find 2 more candles before we can complete any of these. I might turn off his breathing if I can do that. This boy is giving me a headache. Oh. Okay, let's go back to which year? Maybe we can find some candles here. Because I need yellow candle. Okay, yeah, here's yellow candle. And then I just need the green one. I knew I was missing something from here. I knew it. We did tears and blood, and now we just need yellow and green. Maybe with the last one we get the other? I think that's how it goes. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we can do the yellow one. Let's hope it's this one. I think it's this one. I'm not quite sure. But with yellow maze, I think yellow maze is pretty simple. Yeah, super simple. Okay, yellow is this one, the sun. Okay, now I have to find the green candle. Where the hell am I gonna find the green candle? Green candle. Is it somewhere here? I don't know what to use. I think I have to find the eye. No? It's not giving me anything. That doesn't do anything either. Do I just try the green maze here and we'll see? I swear I did that though. You know what? Let's go ahead and go back to the left side. Left side might have what I'm looking for. Because I know this is where the bell was. Okay, let's take a picture of this. And then up here is where I found the blue one. There's two bells. There's no candle. Where the hell's the green candle? Maybe there's an eye somewhere? Maybe I'm missing it? Where are you? No, I'm supposed to use something like an eye if I can find it. I don't think it's gonna be here though. I can't even see half this area, honestly. Oh, I didn't even know that was a door. Because I can't see. I can't see anything along this wall. Alright, let's go over here. Let's see. Because I haven't gone to this red area yet. Do I want to go here? Nope, dead end. I think this is a circle. Is it a circle? Yeah. There's gotta be a turn in somewhere. Okay, that goes outside. This goes nowhere. That goes nowhere. There's no red map, so very confusing. Guess the only way to go is out then. Yeah, it's the way out.
Have a lovely lurk.
Thank you for the lurk, Goshi. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great day so far. Can't find the green candle or the eye. Any clues here? I wonder if I just got lucky the first time and just found it out of nowhere. Yo, if he doesn't stop breathing in my ears, bro. I feel like it's gonna be here. I don't know how many times I have to do this though. I feel like I shouldn't have to do this. Eerie. I want to find the eye. Where is it? I know I only put a tape in there. Okay, let's go back to the other place. Let's go back here. Let me give you a shout out, Goshi. I appreciate you.
Easy clutch for Ushi, guys. Easy clutch.
Ooh, go, go, go. Gucci, you got this, love.
His thing's diffusing. His
Wingman's
thing,
diffusing.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, he's coming that way.
Yo, let's go. Nice.
Let's go. That was on stream. I'm gonna have to clip that. Let me.
Ah, man.
And people think I'm so good. You're so good. Where's the eye? Is it over here? Is this open now? No, it's locked. I already did that one. I already did that one. I need green, but I don't know where the green candle is. Give me the green candle. Oh, is it floating in the middle of nowhere? Wow. Would be. Yeah, I didn't go in the fucking... Aw, fuck.
My hand.
That fucking got me. Holy shit. That got me pretty good. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Is the green one in here? Or... okay, fuck, I have to check. It might be in this one. I don't think it is though. I think it's in the other one. Okay, let's check the other one first, and then we'll come back if it's not 1987. Okay. Then I know when I come out something weird with this is gonna happen. For fucking sure. Green is this way. And then for green, I think it's gonna be the angels. Because the sun was yellow. Mary's tears, and then there was also death. Oh, wrong way. So this one I think is gonna be angels. Angels, yes. Mm-hmm. We did it. We did the puzzle. Does it want me to go to the bell first, or does it want me to stay here? I think bell. Okay, let's see. What's at the bell? Let's see. I like hit myself, Jesus. Okay, we have a key. What is the key for? Is it for the other place? Or is it gonna be for Madison's casket? I might have to go back again. Yeah, it's not for that. I was thinking it's gonna be for her casket, but it could be for the room in the other place, which would suck because I'd have to keep going back and forth. I don't really like going back and forth, especially when I can't change how bright everything is. Is there anything here? No. Okay. Let's go see if this door opens. It's locked. I was hoping that that was gonna open it. I don't know now. What do I... Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh, fuck! Oh, no! Alright. Bro, open the door. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going. Jeez. Oh my god. I'm going. Yes, now I have the eye.
Madison Hill.
They said the title.
1987.
Roll credits.
Is this her skull?
She's missing a few teeth there. Alright. Oh, I did not notice there was a door there. Oh. Oh, of course.
Briggs?
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
It's sealed off.
Oh my god, I fucking hate this part. My heart is beating so fucking hard right now. I'm at 101. Oh.
What?
Oh my god. No.
God. The attic.
Ah.
The attic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, the first thing I have is Madison Skull. Are you kidding? Jeez. Alright, we're done with the attic for now. Oh my god. I'm gonna count that as like 2 jump scares. Who keeps turning on this damn TV?
John? This is the 4th time I've tried to call you. Priest Thomas speaking. I was able to finally get the information you asked for, and the truth is... I'm worried about your family.
Uh-huh.
Strictly speaking, demons try to complete simple rituals to break the bondage of their souls. To carry out this ritual, you must rid yourself of an object with important sentimental value to you. Offer it as a sacrifice. That would
There's so many things leading to here. This puzzle's done. Why are all of you guys? Oh. Oh.
I think there's something else under that plank.
Can I get it? I have a basement key. Which one's the basement? This one, right? So back into here we go? Or oh wait, I think it's the opposite. Hold on. I don't think we go here. I think we go I think it's this room. No? Trying to think. So the bugs led me into here, but I don't have any way to open this board. Can I use the hammer? Oh, I can't use the hammer. I swear I'm supposed to have a crowbar. Somewhere there's a crowbar. I just don't know how I don't have it already. Because I think I'm also supposed to like open this with something. I just don't know what. Ooh. That's an attic. Where's the basement? Because technically this goes downstairs, but then... Let's try it. Let's try it first. Let's see. Oh, this camera angle. Because we got chased out of here last time too, right? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me in. The iron bar is in the basement.
What the hell is this place?
Wait. Everything is going so fast. Okay, so the iron bar needs to be here somewhere. If I remember correctly, it's just like randomly on one of these. So it's like every time you touch the light, the map changes. Yes, Grandma. Yep. Fuck. Alright. Change map. Iron bar here somewhere. No, change map. Iron bar here somewhere. Also, that loud noise really did get me. It's not here. I mean, I circle the map. Should be. Oh, yes. Okay, we got it. How spooky game? Pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. We've got a few more jump scares in this whole time. Oh my god. I can't get past you guys. Oh shit. Yeah, who is that woman? Who is that woman? Okay. We have the crowbar. Or iron bar, whatever you want to call it. I know there's one thing that we gotta get upstairs too. We gotta get something upstairs. There's something upstairs that we need to get. In the attic. Okay. Let's get this. Okay, we got the last tape.
Do not listen.
What? You want me to not listen? Okay. For sure. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking listen to it. We're gonna fucking listen to it. Oh, that's not the tape player. This one is.
I'm losing my mind. I cannot trust anyone. Not even Albert. If you are listening to this,
Is this the ring she mentioned in her diary?
please, it's real.
Balloon.
Oh, I didn't even get to listen to the rest of it.
My eyes burn.
Yo, my eyes burn too. Ow.
I need to get out of this fucking house.
Chair? Chair and I. The only chairs I know are over here. So, this is where the chair scares me, right? Right, chair? What about you guys? What about you, chairs? Hmm? When he says I need to get out of this house, I'm thinking he needs to get over here to this exit area. There's like 2 or 3 more rooms that we need to get into or out of. Right? Here? That's what he means? I don't know. I don't remember what we're supposed to do with this. But I'm maxed out on items too, which is pretty bad. I'm completely clueless. I don't remember what to do from here. Maybe we listen to that tape again because I didn't get to really listen to it. Oh, can I use the iron bar for here? No. It won't let you. Okay, let's listen to the tape. Because it got cut off.
I'm carrying too much already.
I can't play it? Okay, let's put some items down. This room, I think, to put items down. Yes. We'll put the other tape. Store stuff. We'll store the second tape. Yes. What? Oh, closed door. No, we don't need to do that. Just want to listen to this tape. Yeah, you made it out of the maze. Yeah, finally.
I'm not sick. And I know I don't have much time left. The fucking thing. I can feel it breathing right behind me. Singing that fucking song. Over and over and over and over. And over in my head.
I went away from the lady and then I followed someone walking away.
This song just for you.
In the kitchen? It's locked. Can I use something to open it? What can I use to open that? Like pliers? I don't know. Wire cutters? Oh. Ah. Nothing? I think also you're supposed to follow like the bugs too. Like the bugs tell you stuff. She said kitchen. But I can't get in there. In here? No. Anything? I know, I want to go in there. But I can't. None of my tools will allow me to open this either. Like this won't let me open it, which it should. We should be able to hammer our way out of anything. I'm at a standstill. I got her ring and then that's about it. I don't remember what to do from here. Oh my god, that's so fucking loud, bro. Where does it want me to go? I want to go in here, but it's not letting me yet. There's nothing downstairs. There's nothing in here. This one's locked. I want to know what's in there too. Bloonies. I know. He's coming for me. And then I still don't remember how to open this either. Where's another area I can go to that I haven't yet? I guess we can go back over here. Try these doors, they're locked. I still don't know what the combo would be for the thing in the very back either. We've already gotten almost everything in this area. I still don't know how to use this. Unless it's her... ring? Where do I need to put her ring? I don't know this one either. I don't know... I don't know how to open it. Or this one. It says the time, right? But then, wait. Is it just the big hand? Okay, let's see. Let's look at all the clocks. We have that one. The other one is in the attic. And then there's another one in the hallway, all the way in the beginning. Open it by opening it for real, right? Like I should be able to use a hammer to smash through fucking anything at this point. Okay, we'll grab the one at the attic real quick. Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. My body is really tense right now though, for real. Okay. Oh my god, can we please center? Is there anything I need to... Nope, nothing. I really just stole Madison's skull and took it with me. It's like in my pocket right now. Out of all the places that it could be, it's just in my pocket. Okay. And then this time... We're getting really close though. I must say. There is also this clock. Which I can't tell what time that is because it's so freaking blurry. Oh, so I guess there's 4 clocks? Oh, no, not that way, this way. I don't think I've ever figured out, like, what the clocks are for. Until the very end, right? I think it's at the very, very, very end. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Where did these come from?
Body exchange ritual.
I need to put an end to this.
I can't like pick it up. Okay, one of these. One of these. What's the other stuff? A guest and a host. Human ashes. 7 sacrifices. I'm guessing 7 sacrifices might be... Is it the sun box? Oh, I have to open this. Oh god. Okay, hold on. I've never opened this? Can I not open this? How do I open this? Okay. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I've opened this. Okay, so I think the sun box can go here. And then for this one, we're still missing something. Yeah, we're still missing something. Which I think is gonna be this one. But I don't know why we can't open it. I don't have an option to. But we can go through this door now. I'm pretty sure. Right here. Okay. Nice.
This is from Grandma's diary.
I hate when Albert spends the night working. Once it gets dark, it's like the world turns upside down. There are creaking noises all over the house, and the house... I know my sight is getting worse, but yesterday I got lost in my own home. And it's not because of my sight. The rooms are moving around. I couldn't even find my own bedroom. We're not safe here, not anymore. Not with this thing living among us. Albert got mad at me for lightning candles up all over the house, but for some reason I think the light protects us. Okay.
There must be something useful here.
What am I supposed to... Oh god. More of those? So that's what they meant by opening it first. Alright, so let's go ahead and put it over here. Yes, yes. We're so good at this game, guys. Oh. No? Nothing like that? Oh, let's try to open this door. No? Let's try to open this door. The 4 digits to open this door. Is it this? Is it 1968? Let's try 1968. If not, it's 95, 90 something. 1968. Right? No? Okay, let's try 95. Wait, 878. These are numbers that I got earlier. Dude, I'm opening it, please. Can you hold on? No? I don't know the numbers then. The numbers, they have to be here somewhere. Oh, what if it's just 1, 2, 3, 4? Wouldn't that be funny if it was just 1, 2, 3, 4? Like, if I was making a game, I would totally just make it 1, 2, 3, 4. You're telling me you wouldn't? Darn. Yeah, I'm out of ideas. 1, 172? I don't know. I'm guessing now. 4 numbers, Are there any significant 4 numbers here? Any significant numbers here? Oh, wait. 5670. 1. 1 8571. Okay, hold on. I gotta write these down. There's 8571. What's the other one? Oh shit. What was the other one? 2123. 123. Do you have all the items? As far as what I've given Mother Mary, yes. Yes, I've given Mother Mary all the items. 5670. 5670. Mother Mary is a troll, honestly, in this game, right? 1758. Oh wait, I'm reading the back. 8521 or 71. I think it's a 7. I'm trying to see if there's any other numbers on here. Oh, wait. Move. Fuck. Okay. That's a lot of numbers to try. I'm screenshotting so I don't have to keep looking back and forth, because that'd be a pain in the ass. Okay. I guess we'll try 8. 5. 7. You'll be patient, my guy. I'm gonna get you out there. Just give me a moment. No? Shit. Are there any like numbers or... Okay, we'll try 2, 1, 2, 3 next. 2. Oop. What? Oh my god, that was fucking loud. 2, 1, 2. 3. Oh, wrong way. Damn. None of these are working. There's a part in the game where she was playing hide and seek. Yeah, we went through that one for sure. I remember the first time I went through it, I was terrified. I was fucking so terrified. What is the other code? I can't make out any of these other codes. I'm wondering if, like, I see 719 a lot. Relax. 7196? 7196? Maybe we can try 7196? I remember getting this really fast the first time, but I mean, today's a different day, and it's been a whole year since then. No? Geez, somebody just... 5670? 5, 6, 7. I don't know when's a good stopping point today, because it's rounding out to be almost 7 o'clock, but I really want to figure out this code. I really want to try 7196. because I see it repeating everywhere. I don't know why I went all the way around. I'm not really paying attention anymore. I have to use the restroom. I'll go in a second, but... Yo, whoever the fuck's slamming doors? Rude. Right? That's not it. Okay. It's gotta be somewhere. Look, she's crying. It's gotta be somewhere, right? Like... Okay, there's cockroaches. Oh. Bitch. Tape 3. Oh. Why are you guys slamming doors? So tape 3 is here. Let's listen to tape 3. And then I'll use the restroom. Oh my god, I always go the wrong way.
John, I must stress to you how dangerous these demons really are. I've witnessed a few exorcisms in my time. Not everyone lived to tell the tale. These beings are not alive, and that makes them stronger than us.
Uh-huh.
Entertain themselves with us. They enjoy our fear, causing us pain. They feed off of it. It gives them power, gives them strength. When one of them becomes attached to one of us, it's all but impossible to stop. They play with our bodies and minds until they find what they were looking for. They're no longer human. They are beyond everything we know. John, I implore you, seek help. I'll investigate that woman you told me about, Madison Hale, and I'll get back to you as soon as I find something. Keep all of this information away from your son. Get rid of that camera as soon as you get this message, but please, please do be careful. If your child has already had contact with this entity, his life, yours, and your family's are in jeopardy.
Chanel. What have I done? Dad said he was repairing Grandpa's house, but instead he's been investigating this woman. Fuck.
Oh gosh.
It burns.
Uh-huh. It's been burning us. Please don't pass out here.
Horns?
What? What? Okay, well that's saved.
Seen something like this.
Oh yeah, we know where that is. Let's go. We know where that is. Oh, that was the chair that scared me the first time. Not again. Not this time. Heart meter works, badass? Yes. Okay. What do you want with the horns? What? Was that a number? 4. Alright, that's nice.
No, not again.
What's up, G-Bro?
Fuck.
Enjoy your movie,
I
Angie!
can't feel my fingers. What is happening to my body?
He's freaking out.
I don't know what this could mean.
Red light.
There was a red light, but everything was
Red light? You should play this game, G-Bro. Red light. Red light is downstairs? I want to say, I don't know. Red light. Where's the red light? You know what? I know where the red light is. The red light is... Is it this way? No, 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 it's the opposite way. I'm going the wrong way. Not here, not here. Oh, shit. The red light one is next to where the fan is. All the way on the other side of the house. Oh my god. I keep forgetting that is a U-turn. It's a pretty good game. Ooh, what happened in here? Oh, okay. It's a really good game. The amount of effort and tiny little jump scares they put into this game is insane. The red light is this way. Oh god, I can't open the door. I misclicked. It's over here. Gotta keep going. We need to keep going. They really make you explore like the whole thing. Oh my god, look! It's upside down now. Is there anything here that I can grab? I mean, besides this. 1968. There's a lot of years. Sometimes I just jot them down because I'm like, well, I never know if I'm gonna need them for anything. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I missed the stairs. My bad. Here's the red light. Yeah, well, I don't know what other red light they could be talking about. I have no idea. This is the only red light I know of. Other than that, I'm not quite sure. That door is still locked. Still locked. I played this game last year, but I don't remember quite everything that happens. And so I've been kind of running back and forth. Unsure. Red light. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember a red light. Do you guys remember a red light anywhere? Jeez. It's amping up though, like the stuff that's happening is amping up. I don't know. Red light. This might be a good time to stop though. This might be a good time to stop and switch it. Take a break. Because we're gonna play it again tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go ahead and give G-Bro his shout out. Let me mute the game audio so that it doesn't disrupt anything. Okay. Wait, shout out? Why are you not working? Oh, thank you.
You might have got this far.
Oh, it's frozen.
But not for my special move. Hell no.
It's over for you now.
Damn.
I know, my shout out player for some reason
There you go.
always lag. You guys are funny. Everyone go follow G-Bro. G-Bro's great. Okay. That was super fun. We did a fucking lot, guys. We did so much. I am so into this game. I don't know. I just love this game so much. I don't know why. No idea why. I should have caught this earlier. If you pick up tomorrow, I'm gonna have to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna stream the same time tomorrow at 3. So that would be, I think, your central time, right? Or are you still Eastern? So 3 p.m. PST. Which if you're Central I think is 2 hours? I don't know. I don't know my time conversions. I'm sorry. But it's been a minute since I streamed with my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reactions. I hope that I'll be able to I know we need Joe. Where is he? He's out with the homies today. They are at a Apple something. I don't know exactly what it is. Yeah, I had such a good time hanging out with you guys today. I will have movie night. English, please. Let me drink something. Give me a second. Okay. We're gonna have movie night in about 2 hours. So grab a snack, grab some popcorn. We're gonna watch Halloween. In the Discord in our lobby, if you're interested, we're gonna do Studio Ghibli films next month. And then for Christmas, we're gonna do Christmas films. My next month's schedule, I'm gonna make either tonight or tomorrow night, or tomorrow morning. So I'll have that schedule out for November soon. It's gonna be modified. So I think the first stream in November is gonna be modified. I'm gonna stream 11 to 3 or 2. I don't remember exactly what I told my homies, but I'm having a friend over, and so I booked the afternoon with her. We're still gonna have movie night that night. And then for Thanksgiving, I was thinking of requesting a few extra days off, and then I would stream those days and then take the Thanksgiving weekend off. So we're gonna have a different schedule for November. December is probably gonna be the same thing. We'll still do some like Christmas charity. We'll pick a charity. We'll pick a charity, right? And then we'll go ahead and I don't know how the streams are gonna go, but I do have a lot of time off in December as well. So knowing that, I'll either stream the front load before the holidays and then have the holidays off. We'll mix it up, you know? Yeah, G-Bro, feel free to if you want to. So I'm excited. I am gonna plan some Jackbox games, more party animals. I want to do a Valorant tournament. I think it's gonna be 3v3 and then a death match. So the prizes are gonna vary because I'm still working on that. I'm still working on what I want to do. So wait for that in November and December. Most likely December because November is like right around the corner, and you know, I need some preparation for this. Yes. That's pretty much it. We're gonna go find someone to raid. I should have been doing that while talking, but I can't think, talk, and listen to music at the same time. So I hope I see you guys tonight in movie night. Let's see. Oh, Sugar is and Meow is streaming. Alright, do you guys want to head over to Leo today? We can head over to Leo if you want. He's playing Spider-Man 2. Blueberry is also streaming. I think we're gonna raid out to Leo. To make destiny. Yeah, Leo is on apparently. He's been on for about 40 minutes. You pick? Yeah, let's raid Leo. It's been a minute. I hope you guys had a great Saturday. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna come back with some more Madison at 3 p.m. PST. Oh god. That pushed my message so far up, I had to chase it. I'll see you guys. Take care, alright? I love you guys so much. Take care. Take care of yourselves. Yes, that was my neck that cracked. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Rating out in 3, 2, 1, go.